Alright, buckle up, folks, because this is a game changer. For years, we've all heard the same old song, walk more after 70, and you'll be as healthy as a horse. But hold on to your hats, because the medical community is throwing a curveball that might just save your life. Walking is fantastic, no doubt about it. It gets you moving, it's easy on the wallet, but if that's the only thing you're doing to stay fit, you might be making a colossal mistake, one that could actually speed up the aging process instead of hitting the brakes on it. The cold, hard truth is this: as we gracefully age, our bodies demand more than just a leisurely stroll around the block. We need real strength to keep those muscles firing, rock-solid balance to stay on our feet, and flexible joints that don't scream with every move. Overdoing it on the walking, while completely ignoring other vital forms of exercise, can lead to dreaded muscle loss, agonizing joint strain, and get this, a higher risk of taking a nasty tumble. That's why the top experts are now shouting from the rooftops, after you hit that big 7-0, it's time to dial back the endless walking and zero in on 5 crucial things instead. These are the real secrets, the hidden gems that will keep you feeling strong as an ox, bursting with energy, and fiercely independent well into your golden years. In this eye-opening video, we're going to dissect these 5 key areas that deserve your attention way more than just pounding the pavement. These simple tweaks to your routine can dramatically boost your mobility, fortify your precious bones, and maybe even tack on some extra years to your incredible life. Stick with me until the very end, because the last one? Well, it's the one that almost nobody talks about, but it plays an absolutely massive role in how long and how well you live. Now, before we dive into this life-altering information, if you haven't already joined our amazing community, hit that subscribe button right now and ring that little notification bell so you don't miss a single nugget of wisdom. And hey, if this video resonates with you, if it sparks something inside, smash that like button and let me know by typing a 1 in the comments below. If, for some reason, it doesn't quite hit the mark, be honest and type a 0. Your feedback is gold, and it helps me create even better videos for you. Alright, let's get started. 1. Strength training to preserve precious muscle mass. Walking is a wonderful way to stay mobile, absolutely. But if it's the only weapon in your fitness arsenal, you could be setting yourself up for a world of trouble after 70, the dreaded sarcopenia. This gradual erosion of your muscle mass becomes one of the biggest threats to your independence. Think about it, simple things become monumental tasks. The problem is, walking alone is like trying to build a house with only a hammer. It just doesn't cut it. It primarily works those lower body muscles, sure, but even then, it doesn't provide the kind of resistance your muscles desperately need to stay strong and resilient. That's why doctors are now emphatically stating that after 70, strength training should be a top-tier priority. It directly attacks muscle loss, dramatically improves your balance, and keeps you strong enough to dodge those nasty injuries and falls. Think about it, can you still effortlessly carry a hefty bag of groceries into the house? Can you stand up from your favorite armchair without using your hands for leverage? Can you twist open a stubborn jar of pickles with ease? If you answered yes to all of those, that's a fantastic sign that your muscles are still in good working order. But if you've started to notice that these everyday tasks feel like climbing Mount Everest, it's highly likely that your muscles are quietly, steadily weakening, even if you don't fully realize it yet. And the stark reality is, if you don't actively fight to maintain your strength, your body will start shedding muscle like leaves in the fall. Take Michael, for example. At 74 years young, he walked every single day, convinced that was his golden ticket to staying healthy. But then, one day, he went to lift a box that used to feel as light as a feather, and suddenly, it felt like it was filled with lead. He also noticed that getting up from his comfy couch was becoming a real struggle. At first, he chalked it up to just getting older, but then his insightful doctor explained that muscle loss wasn't just an inevitable part of aging. It was something that happened much faster if you didn't actively challenge your muscles. So, Michael started incorporating some basic strength exercises into his daily life, light resistance bands, simple bodyweight squats, and easy dumbbell movements. Within just a few short months, the transformation was incredible. He felt stronger than he had in years, his balance was rock solid, and he even had a newfound spring in his step and more energy to enjoy his days. Now, don't get the idea that strength training means becoming a bodybuilder in the gym. It can be as simple as using those handy resistance bands, doing bodyweight exercises like gentle squats or even push-ups against your kitchen counter, or carefully lifting household objects. The real key is progressive resistance, gradually challenging your muscles just enough to keep them active, engaged, and growing stronger. And the incredible benefits extend far beyond just raw strength. Study after study has shown that maintaining healthy muscle mass is directly linked to a longer, more vibrant life expectancy, better overall mobility, and even improved cognitive function. Want to get a quick snapshot of where your strength is right now? Try the simple test: sit down in a sturdy chair and then try to stand up without using your hands for assistance. If you can do this easily, that's a fantastic indicator. But if you struggle or have to push yourself up, it might be time to seriously consider making strength training a priority. And here's the amazing news: it's never too late to start. Strength training can actually reverse muscle loss, improve your balance, and keep you living independently for many glorious years to come. So, if you're still relying solely on walking for your exercise, consider this your urgent wake-up call. Muscle is the unsung hero of longevity, and after 70, it's one of the most precious things you can protect. If you're still with me and finding this information valuable, let me know by commenting number 1 below. Now, let's move on to the next vital area. 2. Balance and stability exercises to prevent devastating falls. Walking keeps you moving, absolutely, but it doesn't always sharpen your balance, and that's a terrifying reality that most people don't fully grasp until it's too late. After 70, fall prevention becomes one of the absolute cornerstones of staying healthy, vibrant, and independent. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injuries in older adults, leading to broken hips, debilitating head injuries, and a loss of independence that no one wants. And shockingly, many of these falls don't happen because of weak leg muscles, but because of poor balance. If you aren't actively training your balance, you might be unknowingly setting yourself up for those dreaded stumbles, trips, and potentially life-altering falls. You might be thinking, hey, I've been walking my whole life. My balance must be rock solid. But the truth is, balance isn't like a bank account that just keeps growing. It's more like a muscle. You have to actively work it to keep it strong. It gradually declines unless you make a conscious effort to train it. Walking simply doesn't challenge those crucial small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core in the same way that specific balance exercises do. And if your balance weakens, even a minor misstep, like tripping on a rug or missing a curb, can lead to a fall that could take months, or even years, to recover from. Think back to the last time you stood on one foot while putting on a sock, or maybe tried to reach for something on a high shelf. Did you feel steady as a rock, or did you have that sudden urge to grab onto something for dear life? Many people don't even realize their balance is slipping away until they experience a heart-stopping near fall, one that leaves them shaken to their core and incredibly cautious with every single step they take. That's exactly what happened to David, who was a very active 76-year-old. One seemingly ordinary day, while stepping off a curb, his foot landed at an awkward angle, and in a split second, he completely lost his balance. He managed to catch himself just in the nick of time, but that terrifying moment was a stark reminder of just how vulnerable he had become. His wise doctor explained that simple balance exercises, like standing on one foot, gently shifting his weight from side to side, and practicing slow, controlled movements, could help him rebuild his stability. Within just a few weeks of dedicated practice, David felt stronger, steadier, and so much more confident in his movements. The fantastic thing about balance exercises is that they don't require a fancy gym or any expensive equipment. Simple movements like standing on one foot, holding onto a counter for safety at first, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or practicing slow, controlled weight shifts can dramatically improve your stability. And the incredible benefits go far beyond just avoiding falls. Better balance translates to improved posture, lightning fast reflexes, and even enhanced coordination, making every movement feel more effortless and in your control. Want to test your balance right now? Stand near a sturdy counter for safety, and then gently lift one foot off the ground. See if you can hold your balance for at least 10 seconds without wobbling or needing to grab on. If this feels easy, that's a fantastic sign. But if you struggle or can't hold it for long, it's a clear indication that your balance might need some serious attention. And remember, the sooner you start working on it, the better. Balance is one of those things that you don't really think about until it's gone, but training it now can keep you strong and fiercely independent for countless years to come. So, if you've been solely focused on walking, it's time to make balance a top priority. Because the best way to prevent a devastating fall isn't just to stay active. It's to actively train your body to stay steady and grounded. 3. Flexibility and mobility exercises to keep your precious joints healthy and happy. Walking might keep your legs pumping, but it does precious little for your overall flexibility, and that becomes absolutely critical after you cross that 70-year threshold. Over time, your joints naturally tend to stiffen up, your range of motion starts to decrease, and movements that once felt effortless can begin to feel restricted and uncomfortable. Have you ever noticed that turning your head feels a bit tighter than it used to? Or that bending down to tie your shoes isn't as easy as it once was? These are telltale signs that your flexibility is on the decline. And when your mobility starts to shrink, so does your precious independence. The frustrating thing is that many people don't fully appreciate how important mobility is until they start losing it. Walking alone simply doesn't stretch your muscles through their full range of motion, nor does it engage all the different movement patterns that your joints desperately need to stay functional and pain-free. That's why doctors are now emphasizing that after 70, dedicating time to specific flexibility and mobility exercises is just as vital as staying active. It's what allows you to continue doing those everyday activities, reaching for things, getting in and out of chairs, playing with your grandkids without experiencing discomfort or strain. Think about the last time you reached for something in the back seat of your car, or tried to slip on a jacket. Did it feel smooth and easy, or did you notice some stiffness or a nagging ache? Many people tend to brush off these small changes, thinking they're just an inevitable part of getting older. But what's really happening is that your muscles and connective tissues are gradually tightening up over time, slowly but surely reducing your flexibility. This is exactly what happened to Thomas, who is a spry 78-year-old who still enjoyed his daily walks. But over time, he noticed that getting out of bed in the morning felt stiffer than it used to. When he bent down to pick something up off the floor, he had to bend his knees much more than he used to. His insightful doctor explained that this loss of mobility wasn't just about the passage of time. It was about not using his joints through their full range of motion. So, Thomas started incorporating gentle stretching exercises, controlled movements, and specific joint exercises into his daily routine. Within just a few weeks, he felt noticeably looser, more comfortable, and even noticed a significant improvement in his posture. Now, flexibility exercises don't mean you have to become a contortionist or sit on the floor trying to touch your toes for an agonizing 10 seconds. Dynamic stretches, controlled rotations, and gentle, yoga-inspired movements can make a world of difference. Simple activities like gentle neck rotations, shoulder rolls, bringing your knee up to your chest, or doing ankle circles can help keep your joints lubricated, happy, and pain-free. And the incredible benefits extend far beyond just feeling less stiff. Greater flexibility means fewer aches and pains, improved blood circulation, better overall posture, and even a lower risk of those dreaded falls. Want to get a sense of your current flexibility? Try this: stand up straight and slowly turn your head as far as you comfortably can to one side, and then repeat on the other side. Does it feel smooth and unrestricted, or do you notice some tightness or pulling? If you notice any restrictions, it's a clear sign that your flexibility is decreasing, and now is the perfect time to do something about it. Mobility loss is not an inevitable sentence of aging. With just a few minutes a day of focused stretching and gentle movement, you can keep your body feeling younger, more mobile, and gloriously pain-free for many years to come. So, if walking is your main form of exercise, it's time to start prioritizing flexibility too. Keeping your joints loose, limber, and your movement smooth is one of the most important things you can do to stay active, vibrant, and fiercely independent after 70. If you're still soaking up this valuable information, let me know by commenting number 3 below. Let's keep this momentum going. 4. Core and posture exercises to protect your precious spine. Walking might keep your legs in motion, but it does very little to strengthen your core muscles or improve your posture, and these are two things that become absolutely critical as you gracefully age past 70. A strong core isn't just about having those coveted six-pack abs you might have had in your younger days. It's about maintaining crucial stability, preventing debilitating back pain, and ensuring that your spine stays properly aligned as you move throughout your day. If your core muscles are weak, you might start experiencing nagging lower back discomfort, frustrating balance problems, or a tendency to hunch forward when you're walking, all of which can significantly increase your risk of falls and agonizing joint strain over time. Shockingly, most people don't fully realize how important good postural strength is until they start feeling those mysterious aches and pains that weren't there before. Have you noticed that you're slouching more than you used to? Are you feeling a persistent stiffness in your lower back? Or are you having trouble standing upright for extended periods? These are all telltale signs that your vital core muscles aren't doing their job properly. Walking alone simply doesn't fully engage those deep, stabilizing muscles in your abdomen and lower back that are essential for good posture and core strength. That's why doctors are now emphasizing that after 70, specific core and posture exercises should become a non-negotiable priority in your daily routine. Consider James, who was a very active 75-year-old. Over the years, he noticed his shoulders gradually rounding forward, and his lower back started feeling increasingly strained, even though he walked religiously every day. His insightful doctor explained that this poor posture was putting unnecessary extra pressure on his spine and joints, leading to chronic stiffness and a significantly increased risk of imbalance. So, James started incorporating gentle core activation exercises into his routine, things like seated pelvic tilts, consciously resetting his posture while standing, and practicing gentle abdominal bracing. Within just a few short weeks, he noticed a remarkable difference. His back pain lessened considerably, his posture improved dramatically, and he even found that his breathing became easier and more expansive. The wonderful thing about core exercises is that they don't require a fancy gym membership or any special equipment at all. Simple movements like consciously standing tall against a wall, gently engaging your lower abdominal muscles while you're sitting, or practicing slow, controlled torso rotations can effectively activate those deep stabilizing muscles that are crucial for keeping your spine aligned and healthy. And the incredible benefits go far beyond just improved posture. A strong core translates to better overall balance, a significant reduction in joint strain, and even improved digestion, since your abdominal muscles play a vital role in supporting your internal organs. Want to get a quick assessment of your core strength? Try this: stand against a wall with your back completely flat against it. Your head, shoulders, and hips should all be touching the surface. Can you maintain this position comfortably, or does it feel like you have to actively force yourself upright? If it feels unnatural or you find yourself straining, that's a clear sign that your posture might need some work, and the sooner you start strengthening those core muscles, the better. Good posture and a strong core are absolutely essential for staying active, avoiding those frustrating injuries, and even maintaining a more youthful appearance as you age. So, if you've been relying solely on walking for your exercise, it's time to focus on those vital muscles that truly keep you upright, strong, and feeling fantastic. 5. Joint protection and low-impact movements to reduce unnecessary strain. Walking is undoubtedly a fantastic way to stay active, but if it's your only form of movement, it can start putting unnecessary and potentially damaging strain on your precious joints, especially after you've gracefully passed that 70-year milestone. As we age, the protective cartilage in our joints can naturally start to wear down, the lubricating joint fluid tends to decrease, and our body's natural shock absorption system becomes less efficient. This is why so many seniors begin to experience those nagging stiff knees, aching hips, or persistent discomfort in their feet, even if they've been active their entire lives. The problem isn't necessarily the walking itself. It's that walking alone doesn't provide the comprehensive joint support that your body desperately needs as it ages. Many people mistakenly assume that joint pain is just an unavoidable part of getting older, but in reality, that stiffness and discomfort can happen much faster and more intensely when you aren't actively taking steps to protect your joints. And sometimes, walking can actually exacerbate these issues because it involves repetitive impact on the same set of joints, over and over again. That's why doctors are now strongly emphasizing that after 70, it's wise to perhaps walk a little less and focus more on incorporating low-impact movements that actively strengthen and protect your vulnerable joints. Think about the last time you finished a long walk. Did you feel wonderfully energized and completely pain-free, or did you notice some aching joints, lingering stiffness, or a general sense of discomfort? If walking consistently leaves you feeling sore and achy, it might be a clear sign that your joints aren't getting the support they need. This is exactly what happened to George, who was a very active 77-year-old who loved his daily walks. But over time, his knees started feeling increasingly stiff and painful, and his lower back began to ache constantly. His knowledgeable doctor explained that he needed to reduce the repetitive high-impact nature of his walks and start incorporating more low-impact movements into his routine instead. So, George began doing gentle water exercises, leisurely cycling, and flexibility-focused exercises. Within just a few weeks, his pain decreased significantly, and he was still able to enjoy staying active without having to give up movement altogether. Joint-friendly movements include wonderful activities like water aerobics, gentle cycling either outdoors or on a stationary bike, the flowing movements of Tai Chi, or even simple chair-based stretches. These types of activities help to increase blood flow to your joints, improve crucial lubrication, and strengthen the surrounding muscles that provide vital support, all without putting excessive stress and impact on those sensitive areas. And the incredible benefits go far beyond just pain relief. Actively protecting your joints now ensures better overall mobility, less stiffness as you age, and a greater ease of movement for many happy and active years to come. Want to get a sense of how your joints are doing right now? Try the simple test: sit comfortably in a chair and then slowly stand up without using your hands for assistance. Pay close attention to how your knees and hips feel as you move. Do they move smoothly and easily, or do they feel stiff, achy, or even a little bit creaky? If you experience any discomfort or resistance, that's your body gently telling you that your joints need more care and attention, and switching to more low-impact movements could make a world of difference in how you feel. Maintaining strong, healthy, and pain-free joints is about so much more than just avoiding discomfort. It's about preserving your precious mobility, protecting your hard-earned independence, and ensuring that every step you take feels effortless and enjoyable, rather than painful and strained. So, if you've been primarily focused on walking for your exercise, it's definitely time to prioritize your joint health and start incorporating movements that will help, rather than potentially harm, those vital parts of your body. If you're still with me and finding these insights incredibly valuable, please let me know by commenting number 5 below. Now, let's wrap things up with some final thoughts. Final thoughts, my friends. As we bring this incredibly important video to a close, take a moment to really reflect on these 5 crucial priorities. If you've been relying solely on walking for your exercise, you might not have fully realized just how much your amazing body needs more than just those steps to stay strong as an ox, incredibly mobile, and gloriously pain-free after you reach the age of 70. Your focus needs to gently shift toward actively protecting your precious muscle mass, diligently improving your balance and stability, consistently increasing your flexibility and range of motion, diligently strengthening your core muscles, and proactively reducing unnecessary strain on your vital joints. These are the real keys, the true secrets that will unlock a future filled with activity, independence, and a vibrant zest for life for many wonderful years to come. Many people mistakenly assume that aging inevitably means slowing down and accepting limitations, but the empowering truth is that your incredible body is still capable of improving and adapting at any age. Whether you need to focus more on building strength, enhancing your balance, increasing your flexibility, or improving your posture, even small, consistent changes can make a truly monumental difference in how you move, how you feel, and how long you maintain that precious independence. The real key is to start now. Muscle strength, balance, and joint health don't typically decline overnight. It's a gradual process. But the fantastic news is that you have the power to significantly slow down that decline, and in many cases, even reverse some of it. So, I'm genuinely curious, which of these 5 vital areas do you feel you need to focus on the most right now? Have you started to notice any subtle changes in your strength, your balance, or your overall mobility? I would absolutely love to hear from you. Please take a moment to leave a comment below, sharing just one thing you learned from this video today and how you plan to incorporate it into your daily life. Your thoughts and experiences are incredibly important to our community, so please don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments truly gives me so much motivation and encouragement to keep creating valuable content for you. And finally, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and informative, please give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and share it with your friends and family who might also benefit from this vital information. Your incredible support helps me continue creating more valuable content to inform, inspire, and empower you on your journey to a healthier and happier life. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Valuable lesson: while walking is a beneficial form of exercise, after the age of 70, a well-rounded fitness routine that includes strength training, balance exercises, flexibility work, core strengthening, and low-impact movements is crucial for maintaining strength, preventing falls, preserving joint health, and ensuring long-term independence and vitality. Don't rely solely on walking. Embrace a variety of exercises to thrive in your later years.